The Canadiens were in Calgary last night. Caden Primo is back in action. He's looking to stay red hot, and Dustin Wolf gets to start for the Flames. And if you heard the broadcast crew last night, you'd almost swear this guy was Emmanuel Lewis, okay? For some reason, they were yapping about his size the entire game. But anyway, the puck is dropped, and Jack Eye is going to try him out pretty early. Gets one right up over Emmanuel's shoulder, but rings it off the bar. Holy shit, get a room, you two. Nick Suzuki is also going to give himself a 2-on-1, just goes whoops. He's dancing his way out of the zone, but he doesn't even get a shot on goal. Did we just get robbed of a highlight? Yes, I'm pretty sure we did. Now, speaking of robberies, you gotta admit, Primo did make some pretty big saves early on. I'm talking breakaways, point-blank shots. He was looking pretty sharp, right up until eventually Calgary, they get a power play and they make one count. Look at Backlund getting his nose dirty. He's going to redirect a point shot, and there's not much Primo can really do. Now we're going to move on to the second period, and as soon as the puck is dropped, shit hits the fan. What is he doing? Did Caden Primo just hit the wrong button? He puts himself way out of position, and look what it does. It gives the Flames a wide open net. Also, everybody ignores Backlund for some reason. The guy's just standing all alone like he's Patrick Swayze in Ghost. That's his second goal of the game, and it puts the Flames up by 2. The Canadiens try and answer back, but Emmanuel is a problem, okay? And he's also in an abusive relationship with his goalpost. It's making me sick. Only a few minutes later, the Flames are going to strike once again, because why not? Now it's Popsicle's turn, and Primo is not too happy about it. It seemed like he was blaming Huberdeau for being a little too close in the blue paint. He did have a conversation with the ref about it. The Canadiens could have challenged it, but they decide not to. Why would we do such a thing when we all have stiff weenies for Celebrini? And just when it felt like everybody was about to give up, a light switch went off. Watch Juraj Slafkovsky. He pulls off a little spin move, sends his line mates in on a 2-on-1, and finally, Caulfield tickles the twine. Hit the music. God, it's been too long. But that was a classic shot from our boy. And I don't know about you guys, but it felt nice seeing this guy score again. Okay, back to the other music. A few minutes later, after the goal, Nick Suzuki is going to get attacked by Piss Missile for no reason at all. It almost felt like he decided he was going to rough him up because he knows Nick Suzuki is not going to drop the mitts, okay? He's not that kind of guy. But you know what I did like? Watching Juraj Slafkovsky come to the rescue. Look at this kid. He's 19 years old, and he's the first one on the scene. What a teammate. I don't care what anybody says. The more I see him play, the more that I love him. You gotta protect the captain. Josh Anderson also has some words with Popsicle. Arbor Jackeye is ready to eat Popsicle, and wisely, Popsicle heads to the box. Now, Chewbacca does put the Canadiens within 1 right before the second period comes to an end, which means we got ourselves a game, don't we? It was all looking pretty good to start the third period, right up until the Zebras decided they were going to ruin it. Juraj Slafkovsky gets caught for goaltender interference, even though he stops and gets pushed right into him. Come on, man. And on that Flames power play, of course, Nazem Kadri is going to make it 4-2 for the Flames. The Habs are clearly not happy about it. They start getting really pissy on the ice, led by Mr. Polly Pissy Pants himself. Miramanov is going to score off of a huge rebound from Caden Primo, making it 5-2 for the Flames, and that would be your final score of the game. I know. Not a whole lot to brag about during this one, but in my opinion, it wasn't too bad of an outcome, okay? The officiating was terrible on both sides, but we did get a Caulfield goal, we got a Chewbacca goal, Slafkovsky picked up an apple, and came really close to scoring on a couple of different occasions, but most importantly, it was a big night for the Tank guys. Ottawa, Arizona, Columbus, these guys all won last night. Yes, I'm telling you. Pretty soon, Ottawa is going to pass off the Canadiens, and I'm going to be happier than a pig in shit when it happens. Go on, get up in no man's land. Let's face it, every game the Canadiens lose but Slafkovsky picks up a point, that's kind of a win from my perspective. But you can let me know your thoughts in the land down under. Please kick that like button, kick it where it hurts the most, and kick it a couple of times. And hey, I'll see you next time.